Hey everybody, it's Chris Seeds, Wootini from GayGamer.net, here with another weekly video podcast. I took last week off as it was the 4th of July holiday and I was out of town, and I didn't really have time to do the video, plus I hadn't really gamed too much, so didn't have that much to talk about. So rather than do like a 3-minute video, I figured I'll just take a week off. I deserve a week off, right? I rarely ever take a week off. So let's talk about the last 2 weeks. Oh, by the way, if you are jealous of my Princess Peach tank top, you can't have one. I got it at Nintendo World Store, and that was like a couple months ago, and I haven't seen it since, so it's also a ladies' tank top, which is why the straps are so thin, but I decided I should have it anyway. So there you go. Now I just need to work on my shoulders and arms to make it look better in the tank top. I saw a movie. I saw Inside Out, the new Pixar film, about the inner workings of a little girl's mind. It was quite good, although I will say that the short before it, the lava short, it's one of Pixar's worst shorts ever. It just did not work for me. I was not into it. I did not enjoy it. No. But then Inside Out was actually really good. Although it was funny because when the movie ended and the credits started scrolling, my husband and I looked at each other and were like, we are not bawling, sobbing messes like everyone else we know who's seen this movie. Basically everyone else was like, oh my god, I cried so much at the end of this movie. And Frank brought tissues in his pocket, just in case, and the two of us were mostly dry-eyed. I did shed a tear over one particular character, no spoilers, but the actual ending, we were fine. I guess we're just cold-hearted monsters. I mean, it was sweet, and I went, aw, but I wasn't sobbing uncontrollably like everyone else was for some reason. Also, along the movie line of things, San Diego Comic-Con is happening. I guess it's wrapping up now. So there's been all these reveals, and on the one hand, like the Star Wars stuff, I'm trying not to look at the Star Wars stuff because I kind of want to just watch Star Wars when it comes out. And then like the Batman vs. Superman, I kind of don't want to watch that trailer because I know it'll just annoy me and upset me, because I don't like the DC cinematic universe, it seems. And the same reason I don't want to watch the Suicide Squad trailer. Also because there's no high-quality version of that trailer out yet. It's just like someone's handycam from inside the theater. But the Suicide Squad actually seems like a perfect movie for DC to release because they like to do these dark, violent, mean-spirited movies, so Suicide Squad is a team full of villains, so that's actually pretty good for them. I think it's a perfect fit. Whereas I'm a little confused because it turns out the premise of Batman vs. Superman is that Batman thinks that Superman is too violent. You know, I mean, he did kill a whole bunch of people with his fight in Man of Steel. Batman thinks Superman is too violent and feels he needs to be taken down. So apparently the Marvel DC Cinematic Universe takes place on Bizarro World, where everything is backwards. Then on to gaming. While I was away on 4th of July weekend, I did play some portable games, at least. Nothing on my DS. My DS is basically right now, my 3DS is basically an Animal Crossing machine right now. Like, I don't play anything else but Animal Crossing. It's been a really long time since there's been a 3DS game that I've wanted to get. But I've been playing my Vita because I'd been stockpiling a bunch of like indie games and stuff that I'd gotten free through PlayStation Plus, and I thought, well, let me give those a try. And it's great because they're free, so if I try it and I don't really like it, it's fine because I can just delete it and no skin off my teeth. And then if I enjoy it and I play through it, and it's really short, but delightful, At least I didn't pay $15 for it. It was free. Because the ones that I didn't really enjoy were Futuridium and Race the Sun, both of which were, you know, racing shooter type games that I'm not particularly good at, and especially something like Race the Sun, where it's like you just go, and it's just super fast, and it's all about the reflexes, and I'm an old man and my reflexes are crap, so I'm not good at those games. However, I did rather enjoy Murasaki Baby, which just had a wonderfully, delightfully creepy, yet still charming vibe. You basically use the touchscreen to lead a creepy little monster girl through all of these obstacles to find her mommy. And it has some clever use of the touchscreens and the touchpad. It does occasionally get to be a little much where you're like, you know, trying to do a bunch of things at once, and, you know, you only have so many fingers, and it's really awkward to hold the Vita in certain positions. But it was actually quite good. I enjoyed that. It was just a bit short, so I'm glad it was free. But I intend to play some more of these, you know, indie games on my Vita, whatever's free. And then I have also been playing at home lots of Batman. And it's become very clear that there are certain things that I'm not doing those Riddler puzzles at all, ever. Because those are centered around the Batmobile, and I have a feeling that the game designers thought that the Batmobile was a lot more maneuverable than it actually is. Because the first Riddler challenge was a race, and that was annoying. And someone on Twitter told me that there's actually only a few races, and I'm like, oh, so they're mostly like the second Riddler challenge, because Catwoman's being held prisoner, and I'm sorry, honey, but I'm not going to be able to rescue you, because in order to rescue Catwoman, you have to do the Riddler challenges, and I went to try the next Riddler challenge just to see, because I was like right there. I was like, let me just see. I'm already right here in front of it. Let me just drive the Batmobile in and see what it is. And it's like this small area. It's underground, this underground room with all these ramps and platforms and tilting things, and you basically have to maneuver the Batmobile across, up on these platforms and down these ramps and all over the place in order to get to this other platform where you can power up the generator thing and solve the puzzle. And I gave it a shot, and after falling a couple of times, I said, you know what? This is not fun. It's just not. So I will not be doing this challenge, or any of the future Riddler challenges, so sorry, Catwoman. You're out of luck. I also had a little trouble with, like, the second Azrael challenge, because that one, it turns out, there's, you know, another gang of people, and I started to fight them, and I got hit once, and it ended, and it's like, no, you can't get hit. And I'm like, I've got to defeat, like, a dozen villains without getting hit? I gave it, like, a half a dozen tries, and it did not happen. So I said, you know what, I'm going to go do something else, and maybe I'll go back to this later. But I just, you know, not that good at the combat. But it's the Batmobile stuff that's killing me. It's just killing me. And whenever there's a challenge, I also just recently I'm slowly going through story mode, because I'm trying to do all the side quest stuff at the same time. And I hit a story mode thing where, in the main story, you have to use the Batmobile again, and it's just like, oh. And then especially, like, and then there's other things where, like, you have to hunt down, there's the side missions where you have to hunt down the enemy tanks, or chase Firefly through the skies, and it's like, I'm not good with the Batmobile. And thank God there's no one else there's no nice good people. All the good people have been evacuated from Gotham, so it's only full of criminals now. So, which is good, because I am destroying the city with my Batmobile. Like billions of dollars in property damage, because I can't drive. The thing controls like a tank, which it is. But the actual general game, with the fighting and the swooping and the flying around and the stealthy attacks, is still wicked fun. So, yay, but boo to the Batmobile. Do you like the Batmobile? Does anybody like the Batmobile? If you do, let me know in the comments, because I want to know if you're out there. And I will see you back here next week, where I will have more to talk about. Hopefully more than just Batman, but we'll see.